Today I am working on math workbook page 13, and I will be completing some of the odd ones only. So this way you get a chance to practice on your own with the evens. So we are working with rounding and estimating numbers. The directions say round 2,500 to the nearest thousand. So 2,500, we're going to the thousands place, so a 2 would be 2,000. 1,000 more is 3,000. Okay. All right. 2,500 is exactly halfway between 2,000 and 3,000. 2,500 is what when rounded to the nearest thousand? Well, 500 we know is right smack in the middle. I always say the 5 has the power, and 5 will always round up. So we're going to say is 3,000 when rounded to the nearest thousand. So this squiggly line means about. 2,500 is about 3,000. Okay. You can pause or rewatch so you can help. It'll help you with doing number 2 on your own. Remember the directions say to the nearest thousands place. Okay. Next. Number 3. Round this number to the nearest thousand. The thousands place is my 3. So the 3 is worth 3,000. And 1,000 more would be 4,000. But this number isn't between 3,000 and 4,000. Oh, I need to copy over that 6. So 63,500 is halfway between 63,000 and 64,000. 63,500 is blank when rounded to the nearest thousand. Well, again, they said it's halfway. That number that has the power is the 5. And a 5 is always going to tell us to round up. So we're going to say 64,000. So 63,500 is about 64,000. Let's skip number 4. You can do that one on your own. And let's move to number 5. Round 428,160 to the nearest thousand. The thousands place. That's my 8, which means my 1 is going to have the power. All right. An 8 in the thousands place is worth 8,000. 1,000 more than 8,000 is 9,000. What do I do with the numbers in front of the 8? Copy them over. 42, 42. So 428,160 is in between 428,000 and 429,000. Now the 1 is right here. It's 1 more than that. So we are going to round back. It is nearer to, which means it's closer to this number than to that number. It is closer to 428,000 than to 429,000. This number is blank when rounded to the nearest thousand. It is 428,428,000. It's a whole lot of words to get to the answer. Let's look at number 7. Now we have a word problem. A group of airlines fly about, that means an estimate, 1,000 destinations in the world. Find the greatest and least possible number of destinations before it was rounded to the nearest 1,000. Use the number line to help you. So this is the number we can get to. What numbers are going to round up to 1,000 and what numbers are going to round down? Well, this would be 1,100, 1,200 would all round down, 1,300, 1,400, 1,500 would round up. So we need to go all the way up to 1,500 and then go back one. What is 1 less than 1,500? 1,499 is the greatest possible number. Now let's count backwards. This would be 1,000. 100 less would be 900, 800. These are all still going to round up. 700, 600, 500. 400. Anything less than 500 is going to round down. Okay, 500 is my smallest number that will round up to 1,000. Now we have round each number to the nearest 100 and to the nearest 1,000. So let's look at number 9. Rounded to the hundreds place means the 1 is in charge. So 1 is weak, so that 2 is going to stay the same. The 6 we copy over and we go poof, poof. So 6,219 to the hundreds place would be 6,200. Now, if we want to go to the thousands place, the 6 is now in trouble, and the 2 is the witch. Well, 2 is weak. So a 6 is going to stay the same, and it's going to be 6,000. Let's look at number 11. We have 26,145. We're rounding to the nearest hundreds place. So first, a 1. The number that has the power is the 4. A 4 is weak, so I'm going to copy 261. And then poof, poof. Now I need to go to the thousands place. So now my 6 is in trouble and my 1 has the power. Well, a 1 is weak, so the 6 is not going to change. So let's copy over 26. And then I need poof, poof, poof. Let's look at the last one, number 13. I have 75,463. First, we're going to the hundreds place. So my hundreds place is a 4, and a 6 has the power. So a 6 is going to tell a 4 to go up and become a 5. And then I'm going to copy over my 75 in front. 6 and 3 go poof, poof. So my answer is 75,500. Let's look rounding to the nearest 1,000. Instead of the 4 being in trouble, now it's a 5, and the 4 has the power. Well, a 4 is weak, so the 5 is going to stay the same. So let's copy over 75. And then poof, poof, poof. Let's check to make sure our answers are reasonable. If I'm rounding to the hundreds place, I should see a 0 in the ones and a 0 in the tens. 0 in the ones, 0 in the tens. 0 in the ones, 0 in the tens. Now I'm rounding to the thousands place, so I need a 0 in the ones, tens, and hundreds. Ones, tens, hundreds. Ones, tens, hundreds. Ones, tens, hundreds. Good. My answers are reasonable. Please complete the rest on your own.